Hey icons, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'll be installing this unit from Sensationnel hair, so let's get right into it. So first I start off by slicking back my edges. I'm using this hair wax I got from Amazon. I'll have a link down below for you guys, but it's important for me to get my edges all the way sleeked back before applying the wig cap. This makes the application process easier, and it also keeps your hairline from getting damaged. So here I'm just sleeking it back with a rat tail comb, making sure that all the nooks and crannies are straightened and it's all laid back perfectly. I'm going to apply the wig cap. This wig cap is a little bit lighter. It's way lighter than my skin tone, but I want it that way for this install because the wig that I'll be using, it is a blonde unit, so I want it to like mimic the wig as much as possible. So here I'm just marking out the ear holes that I want to cut. One thing I don't like about the wig caps is that once you cut them, they rip, and it just makes the process a little bit messy and like hard to control. So I'd recommend using stocking caps. But moving on, I'm just using this got2b ultra glue gel, and I'm marking out the perimeter of my head where I want the wig to stick. This is gonna take some time to dry. If you have a blow dryer, grab it. I didn't have one for this install, so everything is air dried, which is going to take longer. But if you have a blow dryer, please grab it. It makes the process way faster. So this is the unit. It's super pretty, a nice color. The color is, I think, flamboyant sand. Yeah, it's super long, super long. And yes, it is a synthetic wig, but honey, that does not look synthetic at all. Okay, but moving on, I'm just going to apply this putty bronzer. This is the e.l.f. putty bronzer in Sun Kiss. I'm going to apply that on my wig cap to make the color match my skin tone as best as possible, so that when I'm putting the wig on, it looks like scalp. Yeah. So I'm just brushing the excess bronzer that's on my brush. I'm using it to fill in the cap on the wig. So I didn't film the process of me actually applying the glue. The glue that I use, I'll have it linked down below. I got it from Amazon, but yeah, I just applied it over the perimeter of my head. I did 2 layers, and I wait for them to dry between each layer. So it's important when you put the wig on to make sure you stretch it, like stretch the sides as best as possible, like as far as you can possibly stretch it. Stretch it. You don't have any air gaps, you know, in between the wig, or it doesn't look wrinkly. So as I'm applying it, I'm pressing it down into the glue. I'm just firmly pressing it into my scalp to make sure that it sticks. And usually I'll just like wrap my hair with a tie head or like something to just keep that place secured, but I didn't do it this time. I really think I was rushing to just install, so bear with me. And now I'm cutting out the extra lace that's there because that's gonna be annoying and I don't need it. But already, as you can tell, the edge, the hairline is so good. It's so like realistic, right? Like, look at that. I haven't even applied makeup to it yet, but it still looks really good. And I'm very, like, I always trust Sensationnel hair because, like, even though it's synthetic, it just does not look synthetic. But yeah, right here I'm just using a razor to just cut off the lace. It looks like human hair. It looks like my hair. It looks like hair coming from my scalp. I appreciate that. And then I'm just gonna apply the bronzer so that it can match my skin tone perfectly, so that there's no white parts in the lace. I'm an advocate for this brand. I love it. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was. Please shout out Sensationnel. Send them this video because they need to sponsor me. And boom, I'm looking amazing. What? I really do love this install. So for this hair, I'm going to do a side part. I don't normally do side parts, but I feel the need to rock a side part with this wig. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna do it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna do that. Literally, I could just leave it like this. I still look good. Like, I could deadass just leave it like this, but you know, I just had to be extra. Okay, do you see that? Yeah, I need to apply hot iron because that bump at the back, no. So right here, I'm just sectioning off the hair into like where I want it to lay, and then I'm gonna pin it up and start flat ironing. Well, not flat ironing, hot combing. Yeah, so that it can lay flat and we have no bumps in our hair. Okay. So I'm using this 𝓵𝓷𝓷𝓴𝓼, I think that's what it's called, and that kind of helps it to like be smooth and slick afterwards. So I'm making sure the hot comb is super hot, and I'm just running it through so that it can lay flat and beautiful and nice. But yeah, this part is pretty self-explanatory, so you can just watch what I'm doing and repeat. It's not that I want you here. Yeah. It's not the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I can make it clear. I fall for every time I try to resist. Can't get away. On trees, beach views, and everything. All I wanna do is in it, just on replay. Still right next to you. You try not to show how I feel about you. You wish you were, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away. It's still right next to you. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you. Feel you. I want you around. I want you Okay, so I'm going to do my baby hairs. So because I've seen like a little bit more white, I'm just gonna like apply more of the bronzer just to get rid of the white parts in it, you know, so it just blends a little bit more into my skin. So the trick about doing your baby hairs is that you need a mini curler. That's, to be honest, I think that having a mousse and like a rat tail comb or a good edge brush, like those are just the top 3 things that is very essential in executing like baby hairs for wigs, right? So first you curl the hair. Better yet, first you section out the hair that you want and you cut it to a desired length. Thing is, I kind of do mine differently, so I'll curl it first, and then to judge how I want them to lay or like how I want them to be positioned, I'll cut them afterwards. So I'll curl them, make sure they're curly, and that is the secret. Like, I realized this a few installs ago. You need a mini curler. You curl the baby hairs, and then they'll just fall into place, and they'll just look so fluffy and nice. Like, I love that fluffy, effortless look. We're laying it down with this old toothbrush that I have. You can actually use a edge brush, but I'm just using this old toothbrush, and I'm just making sure that it goes in the direction that I want it to go and that it stays. The trick to make it stay is not to apply the foam. The foam is actually like to give it a little bit more of like an easier application of where you want it to go, but as for like keeping it down and keep it in place, I just use a little bit of the got2b ultra glued gel, a little bit, because I realize if I use a lot, it's gonna look more so paste on than your actual edges. Like, it's gonna look fake basically, and you don't want it. It's gonna look hard and crusty, and no, we don't want that. We want it to be light and fluffy. So just use a little bit of it. It's just so that it can stay in place. You can either use the ultra glue, or you can use I use the even spray. So either one works, just a little bit is good. Or you can just use good old hairspray, that works too. But yeah, those are my tips on doing edges. Like, if you want an in-depth video of me doing my edges, I can definitely get that for you guys. It was in-depth, but I feel like I can go more in detail with how I actually execute this, and like have different styles and stuff like that to show you. So I think that would be a fun video. Let me know if you want that. And then again, I'm just going over with my hot comb to just touch up the hair. So I like that little bump in the front, you know, those little bump that you get, like that oomph. I love that. It just looks so sexy and like well put together. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to execute that. I use the She Balm. I put a little bit on the edge, and then I just like focus the heat directly on where I want the curve to be, or like where I want the bump to be. And then going in with this hairspray to just keep everything intact. This hairspray, I'll have it linked down below. I don't even remember the name, but it's so good and it smells amazing. So yeah. And yeah, this is me taking off the wrap, and this is how the edges came out. So cute, simple. And those are my curls. They're a little bit dead, but you know, it's you know, you can't really expect much. You know, it's a synthetic wig, you know. Okay, so this is it. It's super pretty. I just love how this came out. It turned out so good. One tip that I would recommend is make sure that your braids underneath your wigs are like, they lay flat. Just make sure that they're flat and they're like they're not bulky or big, because as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but like the back of my head, you can see like those two ridges. They're so obvious, and it's because the braids underneath my hair was not very, what should I say, like it was just some big dirty braids. I did not like section it off properly. I didn't make sure they were small and neat. They were just like chuka chuka chuka, and I don't recommend that. So just make sure like the braids underneath does affect how the hair come out, like how it looks. Like this doesn't look too bad, but like come on, it could have looked way better if I just, you know, did what I was supposed to do. So I'm just touching it up, like touching up my edges again with this bronzer, just to make sure like there's no white spots and that it just looks natural. And look at that hairline, y'all. Like, I'm in love. That hairline is immaculate. I'm sorry. Talk about scalp. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I love this wig. This install was super easy. I definitely recommend getting this unit, even if it's not this color. Like the hair itself is very nice, it's very soft and it's manageable. So yeah, but yeah guys, that's it. It looks so cute. I got a lot of compliments on this hair. I'm definitely gonna be rocking a little bit more blonde wigs, because I feel like I'm a blonde baddie. Like I feel like I can tap into this for real. I never knew I had it in me, you know. But yeah guys, thank you for watching. Okay, so yeah, this is the end product. Really love how it turned out. Literally had to do it like twice because the wig cap was messed up. And pro tip as well, the braids that you do under your wigs does make a difference, because the braids that I did under this one was kind of like
quick, like it was a quick thing. I didn't really take my time to do them, so they like they're really big and like buffy, so hence the wig isn't laying as flat as I would like to. But nevertheless, it still looks pretty good. It's not too noticeable, like you really have to pay attention, like especially right here where you see like the boxy shape, but we're gonna ignore that and just focus on how good it looks. I love the install itself. I like my baby hairs. I like them. It's cute. And yeah, the color is really pretty. Definitely like fall appropriate. This is in honey blonde because the package says this one is, it's FLAMBOYAGESAND. I don't even know what exactly that is. See, so it's right here. So I would definitely, I'd go for the auburn next time for the fall color if I really wanted a fall color, the auburn or the chocolate. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out this video right here for another wig install if you like to watch these videos. And yeah, if you want an in-detailed video on how I do like my braids or like pre-wig install or something like that, just let me know and I'll do that for you guys. I'll do that for you guys. But yeah, thanks so much for watching again. Make sure you give this a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another video. Bye guys.